Okay, welcome to our quarterly Sunday seminar. Today's topic is TEPPO-DORI, which means firearm disarming. So we'll be doing handguns today, not rifles or anything else, just handguns. There are techniques for rifles as well, but we'll be doing handgun disarming today. Frequently, when people talk about disarming a gun, the most common thing that I hear from students is no one is ever going to be so stupid as to hold a gun on you at a range that you're capable of disarming them. That's a ridiculous notion. And that's a very common and understandable objection. But before we start training tonight, and you're going to love what we do with Lee Sensei, because he really knows his stuff on this subject, let's dispel that myth first and foremost, okay? So we're going to watch a 4-minute video first, in case anybody's thinking no one's ever going to let you get close enough to disarm a gun. Okay? Let's go over to the TV and watch. So the myth is that nobody's ever going to be so stupid as to get close enough for you to disarm them. We're going to do roughly a half a dozen of these. There are lots. We have to pick only a few tonight. By the end of this workshop, you are not going to be an expert at this. This is just an introduction, okay?
So, one thing about this is that if somebody comes and points this at you, you know nothing about this gun. Nothing whatsoever. It may not work. It may not be loaded. It may be loaded, who knows? You just know nothing about it. Now, if you have to take it away from them, now you know less about it because you don't know what happened as you were taking it away. If it's not a revolver, you could have easily hit the magazine release button and the magazine may have fallen all the way out. It may have just come loose, right? So don't think of this as this is an Aikido gun takeaway. It's just gun disarming. And because the audience is Aikido, we're going to look at some of that and we're going to look at where's my Aikido in this defense, right? Where can I find it in here? It's not your traditional Aikido that we come in here and we practice all the time, right? It's going to be more direct. It's going to be more forceful, more aggressive, right? Because the number one priority is this is the threat. The gun is the threat, right? I have to address the threat. I want to get both hands on this as soon as I can. It doesn't mean right away. I want to try to at least get one on it as soon as right away. But don't just start doing this. This is not going to help anybody. This is poor etiquette, right? But as you notice in the videos, people treat guns as an extension of their hand. And they say, hey buddy, I want you to get over there on the ground. Get over there, right? They start pointing around. And they go, oh, this feels comfortable. Now I'm doing this again, right? Or they switch, right? They do all kinds of crazy things. The reality is, though, if this really happens in real life, you're not going to move the same way. Your adrenaline starts flowing. You think you're going to get shot. Things happen really quick. And you'll see in some videos, if he points it at me, hey, man, don't shoot. I'll just put my hands up here. I don't like to do this. And the reason I don't like to do this is because he's got good peripheral vision and he can catch movement really easy, right? So if I'm up here, even if I train to go here, right, reality is I want to get that off of because I'm freaking out, right? The other thing is I want to move my body off the line. So you can see it. Stand over here for a minute.
You want to move off a line, Sensei?
Yeah. But if I put my hands up and I want to move off the line and move the gun, this doesn't help me at all. Except initially, yeah, I got the gun off of me. But look at me. I'm going this way and that way at the same time, and my weight's just here. And then suddenly he just snatches it back and pulls back, right? Now I'm in a bad spot. So I like to go forward. We're going to go forward in pretty much everything, right? Arimi, enter. We're going to enter. But instead of entering off the line, I'm going to change the line of fire before I enter, right? So back to this real quick. So one of the best things I can do is just turn my body, right? So I'm going to blade. So I want to get here, right? Or if I'm doing this side, I'm going to get here. So I'm going to make my target as small as possible by blading my body. So when this is here, I'm going to turn. I want to give him as small a target as possible. But at the same time, I want to move this off the line. I want to get it away. It's there. At the same time, I want to go forward. So I'm leaning in, right? So I can enter. So this is here, I've turned. So if it goes off, it'll miss me. If I don't move fast enough and I get here, I'm going to catch it in the shoulder. It's better than center mass, right? The hand comes up, I blade, I'm here. That way, as he starts to go back, I come in. I'm here. I'm punching the gun in. I'm blading the body, bringing the hand up, getting it off the line. I grab it here, right? Just initially, the hand comes up here. If he goes back, I can keep the hand going. Right? I'm not grabbing at one point and then my mind stops.
And we're not grabbing the wrist like
I'm not grabbing the wrist.
We're grabbing the...
Grabbing the gun. Getting it off the line, hands up, grab. I'm going to punch it into his hip. Here. This arm goes straight. I'm on the balls of my feet, projecting forward. I have to project forward. Don't stop and sit back. Here. This is up. About 2 punches or 3. Now, where's the gun? The gun is always at the end of my arm. So for this technique, I trace the arm, slide down. I'm going to grab it behind my hand here. I'm going to break it and take it. And when I take it, I'm going to move like an Aikido person. I'm not going to try to snatch it with my arms. We're not doing this. That's not how we move in Aikido. I move from my center. So when I break it and I go to take it, I'm going to move my center back, pull my arms. It's a lot more weight pulling that gun out of his hand. I'm here. I'm coming in.
Okay, so as Lee Sensei is grabbing the gun, we're calling this katate. Same side grab. When he punches it into my hip, what position is my hand in now as he strips away the gun? Go ahead, Sensei. I'll take the gun away. We're calling this Sankyo-Dori. Not Sankyo, Sankyo-Dori. Right? Because Dori means to take away. So he's putting my hand in this position and then ripping the gun out from me. This is Sankyo. We do this all the time. Okay?
Now, if I do the other side and I go here, this is kosa, right? I'm grabbing, and the initial grab is from the cross hand. If the initial grab is on the same side, it's katate. Mai is at a distance. Oshi is touching or pushing, right? So here, turn, go this slow. Here, bring this up and in, right? I'm exploding in. Here, I'm moving from my center because I'm an Aikido guy, and this gets punched in. Try to extend that hand out.
What we're doing right now is anytime we get off the line, we're calling it awase. Sensei is showing right now awase soto.
Soto, hey.
Because he's moving to the outside of the gun. The outside is my backside. So this is soto awase. Okay, when we do the other drill, we'll do uchi awase.
So from here, I shift my weight to the balls of my feet because I'm going forward. And then when I explode in, I'm going in. Now the hands and the body, the hands come up like this and the body blades. This all happens at the same time. It's here. And then I'm coming in. And I'm punching this down into the hip because I want that hand to be weak, that arm to be weak. This is a weak position for the arm to be in when you punch that down at the hip. Plus, you have your weight coming in at the hip, so if they go to move, you can feel that and you can move much quicker, much easier. here, punch it in, 2 punches, it comes back up here, not down here, nowhere here, here. Hit that chin, trace the arm. You understand why I say trace the arm in a little bit when we go to something else? It makes sense here. Just trace the arm. I'm here, break, and take. When I create this distance, seat the magazine, rack the slide. Real quick. So, I see people just used to doing Aikido here. So, don't start like this. Right? Just start from here. Feet side by side, right here. So when you turn, you're there, right? But I can also shift weight forward quick, right? And it's easy to explode in. Now that's Soto, to the outside. Now if he had it in the other hand, it would just be the other way, Soto the other way, right? But we're doing right hand, so now we're going to work on uchi, owaza. So I'm going to the inside, and it's a kosa. It's a cross-hand grab. The entry is all the same, initially, the first part that we practice. I lean forward, all this comes up, I get the gun off the center. Now, when I go forward, I'm coming to the outside here. See what I just did? Now, this one, what we're going to do is we're going to uchi, to the inside. Here, this is all the same, except now, as I come in, this hand comes under, not across. I don't want to bring it back in front of the line of fire, right? I'm coming under here, grabbing the back, and now I'm punching with this hand, the hand that has the gun, just like the last one, the hand that's on the gun. I'm punching it forward, so this is straight, right? He is probably going to lose his grip. It's pretty easy for him to lose his grip. Right? Now, because I step like this with my outside leg forward, right, I can throw some kicks if I have to. I can hold this in, and I can throw a kick or two. The takeaway, again, I'm going to move with my whole body, my center. I keep the arm straight. This one's going to be bent a little bit. This one, I'm keeping it straight. I'm just going to cut the corner. When I do that, I'm going to cut it, and I'm just going to drop down. I sink my weight a little bit when I do it. And it usually pops right out. It may come out initially when you step in. But from here, now I'm going to create distance, seat the magazine, and rack the slide, right? If the gun is on my center line, it doesn't matter which side I go to. Assuming there's nobody around, right? Situational awareness. So if it's dead center, my turn either side, one does not have one is not better than the other. Now, if he's like this, right, he's more to my left side, it makes a big difference. He just told me which way to go. You can think of it as if he pushed me. Well, he just turned me. So just go with that, right? I'm just going to go here, right? And the reason is because there's less of me to get off the line or out of the line of fire. If I do this side, I've got to move all of this off the line of fire. And the line of fire is going to cross all of that to get to here, right? So over here, it's much quicker to get there. Same applies to whichever side, so it doesn't matter. So it can be in the center, it can be over there. Pick and choose, right? But here, come over here so they can see a little bit from this angle. You're just there. So we're here. This comes up underneath. As I start to punch this forward, when this gets here, it joins in, and we're here. And I can throw a kick, right? And then the takeaway is I'm locking all of me, and I'm moving from my center here. And I'm creating space, seat, rack. So just so you're aware, all that, those two right there, let me have it. They work from here, 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 or over here, or up here, anywhere around here. I can change this any way I want to. He can come at me from the side and put it up to the, he can just stick it right there. It's gun from the side, because he's at my side, Yoko, right? And I go, dude, what are you doing? Now it's gun from the front. See how simple that was? I'm going to step off the line, right? Forward, right? I'm here, right? Elbows in front, trace the arm, break it, take it, rack it. Hey man, I'm going to put a hole in you if you don't give me your money. I'm off the line, in there. Stomach.
Let's start here.
He's just shoving it in my stomach, right? Come on, shove it, right? Now we're here. We're right back to this. Now going forward, he shoves me. I turn, we're here, now we're there. And he's not in a good position. Oh, dude, what's up? I'm here. And we're there, right? I'm not going to waste any time doing it. So it's here, here, here. I'm here, come in, there, hit. Slide out, maybe throw another kick, punch it, push, and hit. So I'm here, I'm turning in, boom, and I hit him with a palm strike. Maybe I hit him a couple times, and a hammer fist, punch this up, pull it out, and hit. So I just go here, and then this is all the same, right? I just go back to the same. I'm just pulling it off. The same if it's the other way, right? I just go here, right? I'm just getting off the gun. But this comes up, I'm blading, the elbow comes up, the hand goes out to the gun. From here, now I'm coming in, and I'm grabbing this wrist, and I'm going to push him back as far as we have to go. So now we're here, right? Hey man, what's going on? I see it, I'm blading, elbow up, I'm here, I'm coming in, I'm grabbing the wrist again. Now it's up against his chest. Now I punch it out. I punch it out. What am I going to do next? Well, first off, I'm not going to let go of this. And by the way, I do have kotegaeshi, right? Hit him with the gun, drop him down, maybe hit him this way. So, dude, what are you doing? What are you doing? And from here, I can grab it here. Now I'm here. I'm going to grab here, turn, and we're back to this one. So this is all going to be the same. And I'm going to come here. But now, what gun to the front is it? It's our sankyo. I'm going to punch down to the hips, throw some punches, trace the arm, break it, and take it. Give me, dude, what are you doing? What are you doing? Just tap the arm. Tap, 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 tap. It's a distraction. Unless I do it really fast, right? We're here, we get here, and I'm here. So again, here, right? I'm here, I'm turning it, pushing it out. And if it comes out, great. Switch hands, groin strike, here, and make distance. Well, guess what? This one still works. It works just fine. This one is still going to work too, right? It's just his hands here, right? So maybe I have to come in under. Maybe I hit him a couple times and then slide down and try to take it this way, right? Now we get more Aikido-y, right? I've got to maintain this, slide this down, get a grip, roll this over. I've got to be wary of where that's at. Now that I come over here, it's probably going to come out easy, and then I can see if it's loaded. I hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, this is just scratching the surface, and I know it all feels awkward because Aikido people, unless you're taking other arts, you don't generally move as aggressive and throw elbows and punches and that type of stuff.
So, and Lee Sensei and I have been saying a lot in the last year, there's no such thing as an Aikido technique. There is Aikido in every technique. That Aikido is a set of principles, not a set of techniques. And what we were doing tonight, we were doing techniques and trying to identify where is the Aikido.
Don't think because you smash somebody in the face with an elbow or a hand or a fist, it's not Aikido. Right? Aikido really opens people up to atemi. Just most schools don't practice the atemi, right? So you don't see it. It's there. if I entered off the line and I took you off balance, I just did Aikido. Do I have to do the rest of the technique? No. I mean, the technique itself is not Aikido. Aikido is in the technique. And there are plenty of other self-defense systems out there that aren't martial arts. They're just self-defense systems that have very similar, if not exactly the same, takeaways, right? This is where my focus is because I'm an Aikido guy, right? I move differently than everybody else in Krav because they don't do Aikido.